Good morning, dear students. As we were discussing about the tenses, and after we have already discussed present tense, past tense, future tense, and one more I would like to discuss with you today is future in the past. After we have read present tense, past tense, future tense, and I hope you would be doing the exercises also. Now, future in the past. What it is basically, it takes the helping verb would in place of will or shall, which in normal generally we use in future tense. In simple future we use will in place of will. There is no other change here in these sentences, only in place of will we use would. So the sentence becomes like this. I would eat, in place of I will eat, I would eat, and in continuous I would be eating, like I will be eating. In perfect tense I would have eaten, simply we will say I will have eaten, and perfect continuous I would have been eating. Now let me discuss it in a little more detail with you. What is the actual use of this of future in the past? Basically it takes two different forms in English. Like simple future, future in the past has two different forms, would and was going to. Using these two verbs we can indicate future in the past. How? It will be clear after I explain all this. These two forms can sometimes we use interchangeably, means both of them we can use in place of each other. Sometimes they express two different meanings also. Now first, would, when we use would with a verb, for example, I knew you would help him, I knew you would not help him in negative sentence. So this is the first use of using would form. So here we are making it in the structure subject plus would. Okay, and if we use was going to or were going to with the verb, examples, I knew you were going to go to party, or I knew you were not going to go to party. Like this other sentences you can also make. So both the sentences. Now what is the actual use? Future in past, it means what? It is used to express the idea that in the past you thought something would happen in the future. It again I am repeating, the idea that you thought something would happen in the future, but you thought it in past. In the past you were thinking about future, expressing future, but in the past. That is the meaning of future in the past. Okay, now it doesn't matter if you are correct or not, whatever you would be thinking would happen in the future. Future in the past follows the same basic rule as simple future. Now here the different uses of would and was going to are, would is used to show some volunteer action or promise, and was going to is used to show the plan. Sometimes both of them can be used to make prediction about the future. Now these examples will make it more clear. I told you he was going to come to party. Here I told you he was going to, it is indicating it was his plan, it is showing the plan. Second, I knew Julie would make dinner. Here would is showing voluntary action by Julie. Jane said Sam was going to bring his sister with him. It is again showing the plan. I had a feeling that the vacation was going to be a disaster. It is showing the prediction about future. He promised he would send a postcard from Egypt. Now here would is showing a promise. So these are examples of uses of would and was going to. Okay, now here one thing to remember, that we cannot use this would in the time clauses where we have the sentences with the conditional clauses, like which sentences start with when, while, before, after, by the time, as soon as, if, unless. All these, when we use them, we start a sentence with them, they are called conditional sentences. So in these type of sentences we use simple past tense. We will not use this word would here. For example, look here, I already told Mark that when he would arrive we would go out for dinner. It is incorrect. This sentence is not correct. When he would arrive we would go out. The correct sentence would be, I already told Mark that when he arrived we would go out. So in place of he would arrive, we use simple past tense, when he arrived. So this is the future in time clause. When we are using the conditional clauses, we should not use this form of would here. At last we use this word in active and passive also. If you remember about active passive, as would is the past tense of will, so it is used there. Examples, I knew John would finish the work by 5 p.m. Active voice. I knew the work would be finished. Passive voice. I thought Sally was going to make a dinner. Active voice. I thought a beautiful dinner was going to be made by Sally. So in passive voice also we can use these sentences. So this is how we use future in the past. Okay, once again, the thing important thing to remember is it is used to indicate that we have thought something would happen in future. We have thought it in past that something would happen in future. To indicate that, to show that, we use these forms. Okay, either would or was going to. This is called future in the past. I hope you understand this. Okay, as I sent some example of exam type exercises earlier, today again I will be sending one more exercise. So do that exercise in your grammar copy. That's all for now. Thank you.